Welcome to Board Games Daddy. Have you played Dice Forge? One of the sickest games you've ever seen, one of the strangest as well, because you'll be forging dice, exactly as the name implies. So, this is a dice placement game. Yep, dice placement game where you'll be building your dices to improve them, and dice placement and dice building. Yeah, am I saying it correct? Dice crafting. Wow, that's I guess they just came up with lots of new names for this game because I've never seen anything like that. So it includes 8 dice with 108 dice, not different, but available dice faces for you to build. And let's see what's inside. So I think the box art is a bit strange because I know the game. I don't get the feeling of the game from this, right? This is like um, a cast wall with some ornaments, and then there's a stone there, a crystal there, and this is the reflection someone building a dice. That's not the experience I get from the game. So okay, so hero hate. So this will help you understand all the places that you can visit. You'll have a board that you can visit all these places and what you can get from them. It has a lot of variation in this game, so you can set up different ways and all the different faces, all the explanations. So yeah, it becomes tedious to explain this game because that's lots of things. It takes a while, lots of things you can do. And then this is the craziest manual that I've seen, because it's like this thing, right? Hey, hey, honey, I'm reading the newspaper. Ooh, yeah, I've seen better, right? So even the box has some kind of specific layout that you need to comply with in the setup. I've seen better manuals. I think this one deserved a better manual because this one is very confusing. And then if one side is not enough, you also have the second side. I'm even having difficulties in showing you this on camera. I need to go sideways here for it to see because this is very long, very long. Okay, so what happens on this game? You will have a basic dice in the beginning, 2. So let's see if I can bring those 2. So these are the examples of initial dice, and they give you, when you throw the dice, they give you like gold for you to spend in things. You'll have the red resources, that's what you get from this die here, and then the other one will get you the chance of having blue resources and victory points. Okay. So this game plays by 10 rounds or 8 rounds depending on the number of players, and you'll be trying to accumulate the maximum victory points throughout the game to be in the end, after all these rounds, the one with more. Super original. I know you've never seen anything like this, so these guys went crazy. Okay, so it's a 4-player game because you have 8 dice. 8, right? 2 were here, 2, 2, 2, 4 players. And I don't know where to start. Probably I'll just go and go through the onion by layers. So this was on top. Let's address this. So you hear? It's not a typewriter, but it's full of dice faces. So this is like the clue for you to see. I'm going to open very carefully because this is very prone to accidents. Yeah, let's see if we can cut on camera an accident here. So these are the dice faces. Wow, look. Yeah, yeah. There's a way for you to do this. Is at least I was taught to put the new face here. If you want to change by this one, and you then do like this. Oops, and it pops out, and you replace with the new one. And now you've enhanced your dice because you have a better face, and this one goes away, or you keep it for scoring in the end if needed. Okay, this is how it works. So I'm dice forging. I'm dice forging. Wow. Let's just put this back here. Okay, so when you get money, you accumulate the money and you can spend on these shops. All these dice faces, they cost 2, all of these cost 3, all of these cost 4, and so the more you spend, the better the faces are. This one gives you more money, additional blue resources, even more money, red resources, and then optional things that you can choose, either this or that, and 3 victory points, 4, many things at the same time. And then you have the special die, which are not paid, but you need to visit their houses on the map, and you'll be able to get these things, which is like a ×3 counter. Is this one you can choose. This one gives you a bonus that I need to read. This one you can choose a dice from anyone else. And here, if you do a combo, you also get victory points with the resources. Something like that. Okay. So I'm just going to... Hey guys, give me 1 second here, because I know this thing is very prone to accidents. So I'm just going to put everything back before that happens. Oh, how did one of the faces come out here? Okay, and the game came with this elastic band here to help making it stay in place while the box is being moved around. Cool. So speaking of box, let's take a look at the box. Okay, so this is the game board. I'm going to find a place here to put it and to show you how this works. So this is like the world you'll visit. You have the blue side, you have the red side, and you have these holes here. These holes are to when you set up the game, you decide which how do I call this? Which houses or places you want to visit. So this one here, for example, is a 6. Where you come here, you throw 4 dices and you get the resources from there, and it's also worth 10 points in the end of the game. So it's a 6, so it's a red 6 that needs to go here. Okay, so you need to pay 6 red resources to visit that guy and to get that card. Okay, another example here would be this one, which is only worth 14 points in the end of the game, and it's a 4 red, so that means that it would stay here. And there are different layouts, other things that could go in that house, but once you choose that, the other possibilities will not be valid. So here 3, okay, so that would go here, example, and this one would be the 2, which you need to choose which resources you would like to get by going there. So you would stay here, something like this, right? And this is from 1 to 10, so it goes. There is a counter. There is a turn counter that I'm going to find now to register. Yeah, it's this one here. So you know which turn you are, because this phantom will move until it gets 10 for 3 players or 9 for 2 or 4. Strange. And then you know that you've ended the game. And as a player, you'll have one of these tokens, meeples, and you'll be traveling during your turn. I want to go there. I want to go there. I want to go there. You move to a certain place. So, and you have these things, which is your player board, where you track the victory points, you track your resources by moving the cubes, and you track the gold as well that you will use. So this is a symmetrical game. So the blue one is this guy with the sword, the green one would be this lady, the yellow one is this stronger guy, and the orange one would be this guy with the shield in his back, and a spear there. Okay, what else here in the box? There's lots of small pieces here. So you see those are the cubes for the resources for every player, and there's a lot of tokens here that you can acquire, so I won't go through all of them. This is when you get to 100 points, you can have that token. I guess the only thing left would be for me to show you a little bit of the cards that you can have playing and the artwork associated. So now we are on the blue or night houses. This is where you can buy those special faces we've seen. Okay, so you have lots of copies of the cards because all 4 players could go there. And if you play with 3, we just keep 3. Just put 3 on the game. There's the Bambi here. Bambi. The slime monster that gives you points. A crab monster. This is a good one. It costs both 5 of each, but you'll get 26 points in the end of the game, so it's a target for you to maximize your points. There are some promo cards here, so apparently this one is the same. It gives 27, but you only have one, so it's a promo that came with the game. Another 5/5, but only gives 16. But if you get a 1, you get 1 victory point for each one. Each one, I don't know what that is. I would need to read which one. If you get a 1 for every one, I know. Then on the day side, you have the Cyclops here, also very expensive. The Cyclops, the Portal, so where you can steal other players' faces. This one you choose 2 of each or gold. This one gives you the combo faces, the Minotaur. This one gives you this, which I don't remember what it is, -2. -2 when building the next things, probably you get -2 when we're using gold. So here you get 3 + 3. On this horn guy you can pay 3 gold and you get 4 victory points if you go there. That's good. Convert. Gold is useless if you don't have anything to spend, so you can always convert. Okay, so the hammer cards, these are special cards. So you get the hammer card, and on the other side you have a mini game. So you, on your turn, instead of gaining gold, you can pay that gold, and you move you move the hammer token here. You move it, and when you get to the end, you get these points, and then you can have the level 2, move again the same amount, and you get 15 extra 15 points. So plus 15 points. It's another way for you to get victory points. This is cool. This is where you acquire the extension of your game board, so you can have more money stored, more resources, and not having them being spilled away. It's mandatory thing. The pair that allows you to exchange things for victory points. The goblins that will throw and do something. You have a double token, which allows you to duplicate a result on the die once. You get the 3 times 3 face, and the last card would be this hide character, where you throw the 2 dices, and you get the resources there, and you can spend immediately some of these to get 2 victory points. Yeah, cool. There's an expansion for the game, which I'm seeking. I believe it will add interesting stuff to the game, so maybe one day I'm able to bring you the expansion. Until then, this was Dice Forge, the base game. I hope you enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe, activate notifications if you like board games in general, and then I truly invite you to visit my channel. I have interesting stuff on board games, card games. I leave it up to you to take a look. Thank you very much. Goodbye.